Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Matthew Sports Talk. I apologize. I meant to do an episode last week, but my anxiety was just through the roof. The election worked me over really, really good. Luckily enough, it came out in a good it came out in a positive manner for at least me, with Biden winning. So I'm very, very happy about that, and I'm a lot better now. So now that everything is all done and taken care of, we can continue talking about sports, one of my favorite subjects. So let's start with the NFL action from this past weekend. Going all the way back to the Thursday night game where the Packers beat the 49ers 34-17. That wasn't very surprising. Oh gosh, I didn't even start. Hello, my Vikings. Hello, I'm an idiot. My Vikings being the Detroit Lions 34-20, 2 wins in a row. I am very, very happy about that. They got 3 turnovers too, 3 interceptions. The defense is trending upward, which makes me very happy. So, special teams was pretty bad. 2 block punts. The Lions got 2 block punts, so that's not good. But hey, at least they didn't capitalize off of those. So, yeah. And then next week we play the Bears on Monday Night Football, which, the Bears we're trending upwards. The Bears are trending downwards right now. So I think it's good. It'd still probably be a pretty good game, but I like our chances. So yeah. Continuing with the results, Falcons beat the Broncos 34-27. Big whoop. The Bills beating the Seahawks 44-34. So yeah, to Seahawks fans, one of my more hated fan bases in the NFL. Goes to show you need a defense in order to keep on winning games in the NFL. You can't always rely on Russell Wilson to absolutely ball every single game. As proof by the fact that all your games have been pretty close and you've actually lost 2 games. So, yep, there's that. Titans beat the Bears 24-17. Like I said, Bears trending downward. Ravens beat the Colts 24-10. The Chiefs squeaked out a victory over the Panthers 33-31. So very, very good. My man Mahomes was balling. My man Tyreek Hill was balling. I will talk about that later. Giants beat the Washington football team 23-20. Whoopity-doo. Texans beat the Jaguars 27-25. Once again, whoopity-doo. Raiders beat the Chargers 31-26. Poor Chargers. They just can't get a break. Kind of like the Jets, which I'll talk about in a little bit. The Steelers beat the Cowboys. But get this, 24-19. The Steelers almost lost to the Cowboys, who had like a 10th string quarterback in it playing. I know there are going to be trap games, but my God, are you kidding me? So yeah, we'll talk more about that later. So anyway, Dolphins being the Cardinals 34-31. Tua showed up and balled, and also Kyler Murray. But Dolphins. Big surprise there. Another big surprise. Saints absolutely picked apart the Buccaneers 38-3. You think the Buccaneers adding Antonio Brown was going to do anything? No. Absolutely nothing. So the Saints making things interesting in the NFC South. So then last night's game, Monday Night Football, was interesting, but the Patriots came out on top 30-27, and yet the Jets just can't win anything. They just can't win anything. So yeah. Sorry, I just got a little reminder that I have to take care of. So that and that. All right. Okay, so yeah, that's the week 10 action for the NFL. Let's do a little fantasy football talk, eh? One of my teams won 136-46. Now, this guy, the guy that I was playing against, is an idiot because he had Dak Prescott, and this guy doesn't check his lineup regularly. But anyway, talking about my team, Patrick Mahomes, 30.88 fantasy points. Tyreek Hill, 33.1 fantasy points. Thank you. Rex Burkhead, 15.7 fantasy points. Thank you very much. Had to start in place of Chris Carson. Chase Edmonds, 11.8. Eric Ebron, 11.2. My man, Chase Claypool, finally came around, 15.3 fantasy points. So, yeah, I'm very happy about that. So that was the Minneapolis Colts squad. And then my other team, the Minnesota Canes, sadly lost 102-92. Still some high points on that team. Deshaun Watson, 24.2 fantasy points. Chase Claypool, 15.3 fantasy points. Jonnu Smith came alive late, 11.2 fantasy points. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks because I had to play against Aaron Rodgers, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Michael Thomas. So, yeah, that's that. So, yeah, that's a little fantasy football talk. Now, let's get to the power rankings. Now, I know I didn't do these last week, so it was a little change last week, but I'm just going to go forward with what I have down for this week. At number 32, no surprise, New York Jets. And they were staying put at number 32. Staying at number 31, Jacksonville Jaguars. Staying at number 30, Dallas Cowboys. Down 3 spots at number 29, Washington Football Team. Down 5 spots at number 28 is the Chargers. Up 2, number 27, the Giants. Up 2, number 26, the Falcons. Up 2, number 25, the Bengals. Down 2, number 24, the Lions. Up 2, number 23, Patriots. Up 2, number 22, Texans. Staying at number 21 is the Broncos. Down a spot at number 20 is the Panthers. Up a spot at number 19, my Minnesota Vikings. At number 18, moving down 1, the 49ers. At number 17, moving up 1, the Eagles. Down 2 at number 16, the Chicago Bears. Up 1 at the number 15, the Browns. Down 2 at number 14 is the Colts. Up 2 at number 13, the Dolphins. Up 1, number 12, the Raiders. Down 5 at number 11 is the Cardinals. Up 1, the Titans at number 10. Staying at number 9 is the Rams. Down 4 at number 8 is the Buccaneers. Up 3 at number 7 is the Saints. Up 2, number 6 is the Packers. Down 2, number 5, the Seahawks. Up 3, number 4, the Bills. Up 2, the number 3, the Ravens. Down 1, undefeated, the Steelers at number 2. And then up 1 at number 1 is the Chiefs. So, yep, that's right. Even though the Steelers won, I moved them down to number 2 because I feel like you guys need to do better against the Dallas Cowboys against, like, their 10th string quarterback in order to keep the number 1 spot. Even though you did win, I feel like you needed to do better. So, that's the Week 10 power rankings. Wow, I'm going a little too fast for this episode. What else to talk about? Should I discuss next week's preview? Should I do that in a later episode? No, I'll do that now. So my next week, what do we have for next week? Next week. Whoop, wrong button. All right, next week. Thursday night game. Oh, it's actually an interesting one. Colts and Titans. To me, that's a toss-up. I'll say the Titans. It'd probably be close. If the Colts win, I wouldn't be surprised. Texans at the Browns. I'll give that one to the Browns. Washington at Detroit. I could care less. I'll give that to Detroit. Jacksonville at Green Bay. Green Bay, not even close. The Eagles at the Giants. I'll pick the Eagles by a narrow margin. Buccaneers at the Panthers. Buccaneers could have a letdown game after what happened last week. But I'll pick them. The Buccaneers over the Panthers. I'll pick the Raiders over the Broncos. I'll pick the Dolphins over the Chargers. Bills at Cardinals. Ooh. I'll pick the Cardinals by a very, very slim margin. Seahawks at the Rams. That's a toss-up. I'll pick the Seahawks. 49ers at the Saints. I'll pick the Saints. Bengals at Steelers. Steelers. Ravens at Patriots. I'll pick the Ravens. And then Monday Night Football. Vikings at Bears. I'll pick the Vikings. I will say by within 6. So, yep, that's my picks for next week. What else to talk about? Oh, yes, college football. The Gophers finally got a win in college football. They beat Illinois 41-14, which is what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to beat Illinois. So, and then this week on Friday they got Iowa. It's a winnable game, but we'll see. What else happened? Oh yeah, Notre Dame beat Clemson with Clemson being without Trevor Lawrence because of COVID. Not too surprising. Indiana beat Michigan 38-21. Big surprise. Michigan is definitely... There's some struggling teams this year. Excuse me. There are some struggling teams this year. In college football. You know. You got, Michigan, who I believe is 1-2. Let me double check the standings. Michigan's 1-2. Penn State's 0-3. So yeah, you got some big surprises and big in college football. So yeah. Well, I thought I would be talking for a lot more, but I guess I was very, very quick with that. So I guess we will conclude this episode of Matthew Sports Talk. Next episode will probably be in a couple of days, so stay tuned for that. Until then, this is Matthew signing off.